Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here at the range tonight, doing a little bit of goofing around. It is another happy ending Sunday. That's what I like to call it. Get out here on Sunday evening and do a little bit of plinking. Really nice for summertime. Wintertime, maybe not so much, but uh, it is threatening to rain. Hopefully it'll hold off. And it is pretty breezy out here right now. It's mostly up in the trees, not down here too much, but it is kind of swirling around. I really do like the way this range is set up. We've got hedgerow all the way around, so it kind of helps a little bit with that windiness here, unlike the other range that I go to where it's just wide open and it's blowing right in your face all the time. But anyway, I wanted to get out here, brought out a couple of cool rifles from the collection. And this one here, you guys have seen this before if you've been around the channel for a little while. This is one of my Tom Palmer customs. This one is a Tom Palmer custom Marlin rifle. This one is a Marlin cowboy, and it has this cowboy action scene on there. I'll show you the other side in a second. Tom Palmer's logo right there. Got our 250-year flags, courtesy of Mr. Chris. Our globe up front. That was the piece that I was waiting for before I pulled the trigger and bought a Marlin from Tom, was for his 3D printer guy to develop that globe for the front. So I have a 499B, got a little rust starting on the top of the actual, I'll take care of that when I get home, but 499B peep sight. Had to drill a hole for the screw to go down in. There's not a hole on the top there normally. Let's see, let's look at the top. Got another cowboy scene there. Really pretty cool stuff. I do have another new Tom Palmer coming. This one's going to be kind of a little bit of a collaboration, I guess you could say. Tom and I, he built most of the gun, but I'm going to finish it off. And it really goes nicely along with my my naval background. I won't say any more than that about it, but this Marlin's pretty cool. I actually do have a non-daisy aperture up in the front. That is actually a Lee shaver aperture, and it perfectly matches up with the 6-inch splatter burst that we're going to be shooting at to start off with. I do have my gong out there. I do have a couple of silhouettes out there, but this doesn't really have enough power for those 1/4-inch plate silhouettes. Those are actually intended for a 22, and even some of my more powerful pellet guns have a hard time knocking those over. So I did set up a number of cans, and we'll plink with those once we're done doing a little bit of target shooting. But let's start it off right. Putting! I love that aluminum gong. That's pretty cool. As always, I'm shooting the Daisy match grade plated. I did bring my, this thing does have a tight barrel. Did bring my little push rod out. So you get a 0.125 or 1/8-inch bamboo dowel. You can get those at a craft store. I bought mine actually at Home Depot. They had them, I had to buy a pack of 10 of them, but still only a couple dollars. But actually the dowel rods that I got were enough to make two push rods out of one dowel rod. So all right, let's go to that splatter burst. All right, I can see the hole just a little bit below the red dot. That's pretty cool. Oh, and I'm shooting 25 yards here, by the way. But this gun's got the chops for 25 yards. Tom clocked it at 470 feet per second average. I have actually not cronied this one yet. See that one right in the middle? That's nice. So I do have a paster off to the right-hand side of that one, or left-hand side of that one, sorry. I was covering up my practice shots. I don't have any of my black pasters out here with me. I only brought the roll of 6-inch splatter burst, trying to use some of those up. I've always been just using 8 inches out here, but with these peep sight apertures, those 6 inches are really a nice size. That looks like it's still in the middle. You hear that wind? There it goes, click. So I've got, so this is my 5th, either 499B or 499B conversion of Tom Palmer's build, or at least the parts from him. And this is the tightest barrel out of all of them. And it's arguably the most accurate out of all of them too. I've done this test with a couple of the Daisy builds that he built for me, and yeah, look at that, they're all right there. I mean, that black dot is a 1-inch dot, so that black paster is a 1-inch paster. So I am looking at about a 1-inch group. Looking at about a 1-inch group with a smoothbore BB gun at 25 yards. I don't know if these Marlins just are just a little bit something a little bit better, a little bit tighter. Shoot a couple more into that, and I should have replaced the upper one too. Then we could just do a second group. I didn't think about it. Looks like I'm just tearing the middle out of it. One of the keys with these, Tom always tells us, you got to keep that barrel clean. Look, oop, had one drop a little low there on me. Still, if you could tell me you could build one of these, Red Ryder-ish type BB guns. Oop, one of my cans fell over. Let me go reset that, and we'll do a little bit of plinking. But if you were to tell me that you could build a, Marlin cowboy or a Daisy Red Ryder type BB gun that would shoot like that, even at 15 yards, I would have told you you were crazy a year ago. So stand by. Alrighty, I am back. I actually threw up a fresh splatter burst. I want to take one more run of the group. I think we can do a little bit better than that. I'm not complaining about what it did do, but in my pre-filming testing, I was definitely doing better than that. Looks like, I think I see it just below the red dot. Is that right? Okay. The second one over on the left edge over there. I didn't bring anything out with me to try to clean the barrel with either, so, but you start getting a little oil coming out of the mechanism and it will throw these. It kind of throws weird drag on the BB and gets it spinning funny, and it'll go down range like a curveball. That's my theory on it anyway. You really want it to go completely, unlike a bullet, you don't want any spin on these. Let's do one more and then I'll take a peek, and then we'll do some plinking. So if you're interested in Tom Palmer's stuff, you can check out his YouTube channel, and I will link his YouTube channel in the description. And in the title. All right, let's take a peek at that, and we'll do a little plinking and get out of here. All right, looks like I'm hanging a little low there on the target. I could use a couple more clicks up, but that looks pretty good. So those cans I have out there are just ones I pulled out of the trash bin over here. I don't drink Monsters, so I think we got a Sunkissed, an A&W, and a couple of Monster cans. All right, let's see. Let's hit the A&W can first. Did I hit it? I can't tell. Oh, I could hear it rolling down the barrel. Those cans are hard to see through peep sights. I hit it that time. Sounded like that first one hit the cardboard. All right, looks like I hit it low. I'll take was shooting high when I first got out here, and I adjusted it down. That one doesn't want to move. There she goes. There we are. All right, I think that was a Sunkissed can. Next one, I believe, is an A&W root beer. Click. That one was tough to see. I think the Monsters are going to be tough to see as well. We got black can on a black background. Oh, click right at the last second. Maybe I can be able to see that red. I think I see it. Yep. That is tough though. That I thought that red might show up a little better, but that black on black just blends right in. I don't know how I hit that. I could not see that at all. All right, let's hit the gong maybe once or twice and we'll get out of here. Actually, we got some better looking targets now. We got some silver bottoms sticking up there. Let's see if we can hit one of those silver bottoms here before we. I made the can move. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm missing. That's a pretty small target for 25 yards. There it is. All right, now let's hit the gong and get the heck out of here. Oop, got 2 BBs left. Perfect. Okay, 2 hits on the gong. Or hopefully 2 hits on the gong. Pa-ting! All right. Oh, I can't leave on a miss. That's unfortunate. I get to shoot more. Did I wait for that one to click all the way down? Maybe I didn't. There, that's better. All right. So anyway, appreciate Tom Palmer really doing a good job getting these things accurized for us, and it's fun. I haven't talked to him about it, but they got this new Winchester. It looks like a daisy. I want to see if he'll experiment with one of those. Maybe I'll pick one up and send it to him, see what he can do. I mean, it looks just like a red rider, so I'm pretty sure it won't be any problem. I'm sure the guts are exactly the same as the Red Rider, but make sure you check out Tom's page. Hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.